everyone, it's Zadira and I'm here with something extra special today. I found this mod in the mod selection for Ark Survival Ascended and I just had to try it out because it looked so amazing, and it is. Let's get into it. I mean, there is so much to show you and I don't even have everything out because it's just amazing. This is a crazy mod. It's called Circa's RP Deco mod. And it has all the things you need for decorating your base, making it feel homey and warm and cheerful, and storage galore. Oh my word, there's storage. So let's go ahead and I want to show you. First of all, there's these big giant barrels in behind me, and you craft those separate from the workbench that you put out to do most everything. And so we have all this wine barrel, and the ale barrel, and we have this little barrel, and they're just like the beer barrels. If you look inside of them, it says thatch berries and water, and then they'll ferment and you can fill up a glass jar. Of course, we don't make beer in our little group. We make root beer. But that's just our personal thing. You could, one of these even says you can make wine in it, I guess. I guess you can pretend. But then also another thing that they have separate of, then it's not in, these things that I'm going to show you at the beginning are not in the workbench. This is not a workbench, but I don't know, what do you call it? It's just a deco table, and this has got all the things in it except for these things that I'm showing you here at the beginning. So this is like a cooking pot. It's called a kettle, and it's just like a cooking pot. See, it makes the dyes. It makes the all of the kibble. It makes all of the potions and things that normal Ark has in it. So it's just like a cooking pot. And when you light it, it's really cool. Isn't that amazing? Look, you can see that bubbling inside there. Very cool. And then here's the forge. This is like the big forge that we have. It's like, I think it must be kind of normal, because it's turning these really slowly. So I think it must be like normal Ark. And you just put your metal in and it cooks. It doesn't say anything in the center there. But I put spark powder, so it works just fine. But isn't that cool? And then this little paddle here is one of the one of the decor things. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, it's called a bread shovel. It's to put your bread in the oven, like pizza bread and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I didn't know where to put it, so I laid it there. And I think, and then here is the ice box. It's called the ice box. And it's like the preserving bin, because you put your stuff in here, and then you have spark powder, oil, and then that will make it like cooked meat to make jerky. So it's just like the preserving bin, I think. I haven't tried it out as far as to see if it's quicker or faster or what, but look at the detail. Isn't that amazing? That much prettier than our old preserving bins, huh? I'd much rather have this for a preserving bin. So those are the things that you'll find that are not in the actual workbench or the crafting bench. But this is what the crafting bench looks like, and wait till you see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's look in it together. So it starts out and it says structures. And so we're going to go we'll go folder by folder because it is a lot. So let's go look at the beds. The first folder is the beds. Everything, I think, in this bench only takes one wood. You can craft anything in here except these beautiful statues that we'll look at in a minute. But here's the beds. You can be peeking at ahead of time. But look at the detail. Oh my goodness, look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? And then here's another one. There's 3 beds you can choose from. And I haven't tried any of it to see if any of it's paintable. We'll have to try that together and check that out later. But I did not look to see if it is. Let's see if it says anything. No, I don't know. I bet they are. I bet they're paintable because everything pretty much is just like normal Ark. And then, so the next folder, let's go ahead and go to the next folder. That's the beds. And then here's candles. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. And here's the little candles and how they look. We'll go look at these two. Number 2 and number 3 kind of look similar to me, and they all kind of look similar. I don't know, but it would be fun to group them up and put them on plates and platters and things like that. I think that'd be really pretty. Put them in some kind of plants and planters. But those are the 6 candles. Okay. And then we go on, and it's going to take a little bit. Cooking is the fire pit. And this is very cool. So here's the fire pit. Let's go ahead and light it. Isn't that cool? And this is like your grill. So you open this up, and it doesn't say, but it cooks your meat. And I don't know, again, I don't know how fast. I haven't tried it out to see if it's faster or not. I don't know. But let's look at this a second. Yeah, look at the storage. Almost all of these containers. I'm not saying every single one, because I probably didn't check out every single one, but almost all of them have 1,000 storage. So you never have to worry about storage again. Oh my goodness. So the next folder is decoration, and it's 2 flags. It's kind of interesting. Now his folders are named. It's interesting how they're named. And like this, I'm not sure about the fella or the person who's doing this, and but I don't know. I'm sure they're going to be updating and changing some, and so their folders are named some different things than what you'd expect. So here's the 2 flags, and I don't know if it's just ASA or what, but everything looks so good. This person's things just are very well done. Very pretty, very nice. I mean, I'm walking all over these rugs. You can be looking at those until we get to that folder. But what was confusing was it says decoration and it says flags. But then when you go back, it says flags, and there's 2 more flags. Well, these flags hang on the wall. So I guess they're different types of flags. But again, look at the detail. Oh my goodness, isn't that something? This would be a good one to hang at Christmas time, wouldn't it? Isn't that pretty? And again, I haven't tried painting anything, so I don't know. But they have that wooden dowel rod in the top, and they just stick to the wall really nicely. Some things are a little bit wacky as far as how you place them and stuff. But again, they may be fixing them. So I just clicked on furniture. Now this is, oh my goodness, it looks like I'm at a garage sale, doesn't it? So here's the chairs. Let's go over them. There's so many. There's that one. There's those. Look at the upholstery. Isn't that just? It's just truly. And that's an old chair made out of just plain hide. And then those 2 chairs are matching, but one has a cushion and one doesn't. And I like this chair. I mean, it feels like you could just feel of it, and it feels soft, doesn't it? And there's a throne. Boy, that has been worn. Lots of somebodies have sat in that chair. And then here's a bench, and even that has detail work on it. And there's a beautiful throne. And again, it looks like a lot of people have sat in that throne. There's a stool there, and a big bench, and another little chair. Just plain, but it does have some detail on it. And look at this beautiful throne. Wow. And this pretty chair, this would be a really good dining room chair, I think, to sit around the dining room table. And this chair, wow. It's got some furs around it so you can keep warm, and look again at the detail in that. Isn't that something? And then this little tiny stool, and then this stool. So there's 3 different stools, because you can make a bar for your kitchen. We'll show that here in a second. So we're at furniture, but we're at the decorative, and these are the rugs. Y'all already been looking at these. They have this size, and then they have some that are rumpled. Looks like somebody has tricked on it or something. So there's a couple of them that are rumpled, and then there's a couple are flat. Isn't that pretty? They do have this edging on them. I'm not sure if the rugs are quite finished. They do have this white, or I'm not sure, kind of a border edging that I don't think is supposed to be there. But here's the biggest one. But it's so pretty. Gosh, they're so pretty. Okay, so that's the rugs. And then let's go back to the furniture, and then we have sofas. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And some of these are sofa chairs. So we'll go back over here. See that one's just leather, black leather. This one looks like it would be really uncomfortable, doesn't it? I guess. I don't know. And then these are pretty, isn't it? Look at that upholstery. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the back. Isn't that pretty? And that's like a couch and a love seat that match. And this one, oh, this is so pretty. And then this one, oh, that one, those two go together. Yeah, that one goes with that other one. And then these two match. They're shiny leather. You could just see their leather. Look how leathery these look. These look like you can slide right off of them, which that's normal with those kind of chairs. And then that one. So that's the sofas. I'm not kidding. I do feel like I'm at a garage sale. Okay, there we go. Or IKEA. Maybe we're at Arkea. Arkea? Okay, let's see. We've got the sofas. Let's go to tables. You've probably been looking at the tables too. I've been using the tables to put props on. There's one table. That's a big table. There's that table, and you'll see that the etchings in the wood match some of those etchings in some of those chairs. There's a little table. Isn't that cute? And this little table I thought was so interesting. And look, it's got like somebody's been not using a coaster. They put their mugs on top of that one. This is an interesting table. That looks so old. Oh, doesn't that look old? It looks like somebody has used that table for hundreds and hundreds of years. And then here's a pretty big size table. Another table, big, for your banquets. And then this table, and then this table. So lots of different tables. We're just making lots of headway. But oh my goodness, this person worked hard, didn't they? So now we're down to these tables, which, oh yeah, those are the kitchen tables. They're over here. I put them in a different spot. It's like a picnic table, this one. It's like a picnic table, and it looks like you'd think a picnic table would look. Isn't that something? And then this is one that I was thinking would make a good bar. Like if you were going to set up a bar or have a, oh gosh, what do you call that in the kitchen? The bar, yeah. And then you could have bar stools sitting at it. So that would work for the bar stools. So those are the kitchen tables. And I don't know, again, I'm not sure why they're in separate, why it's in a separate folder. See, there's those tables, and then the kitchen tables were in this one. And then he did a thank you. And this person, I don't know, it says, Charlie, thank you so much for all the continued support, love, and encouragement. You're a great friend and a member of our family here. Never change. So I don't know who Charlie is. And it's a statue to Charlie Cat. So I don't know the story behind that. Maybe we'll find out. But they made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 statues. And they are gorgeous. Wow, they are so pretty. I can just imagine people, especially I was thinking with any kind of castle or big giant bases that you can make. But look how pretty. She's got a bouquet of flowers. Here, I'll get up in creative mode so you can see her face. She's smelling of her flowers. Isn't that pretty? And he's thinking. Now, he's covered up the private parts, so that's good. This guy, he's got his skin that he skinned a lion, looks like, with his thing. And then this guy, look at his discus. He's a discus thrower, and it's on fire. I don't know why it's not burning his hand, but it's a cool way to light up your base. And then this guy, he's definitely thinking very knowledgeable thoughts. Looks like he has scrolls there in a bucket beside him. And then this is my favorite one. Isn't she pretty? Look how pretty she is. And then this lion. Wow. Isn't he amazing? And he's got the bush comes with him. He's sitting there with a bush. Isn't that gorgeous? So those are the statues. Let's get back a little further so you can see. Isn't that oh my gosh, this mod. So anyway, so let's go back down. Those are the statues. Let's see here, what else? We're at the thank you, and then the tub. there's a tub and it's called a chamber pot. It says, sit on it when you hear the call of nature. Do your business. Feel refreshed. Spoil all raw meat inside and then flush for efficient waste disposal. Requires connection to water to flush. Oh my goodness. Okay. So here's the tub, and it's like a regular bathtub. You can sit in it just like the regular bathtubs that we've had in other decorative mods. It looks so real. Look at it. Isn't that something? And then here's the chamber pot. And I have my grandmother's old chamber pot from, gosh, I bet it's over 100 years old. It is not that big. It's much smaller. See, you could practically fall in, couldn't you? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, me. So anyway, but that's fun. You can make you a little bathroom that way. All right, what's next? Okay, so we're past the furniture. Now the lights. And they're not actual lights, but it's lighting, I guess. But there's an ornate brazier. There's four different braziers. And then lighting is the wall torch. So these are the braziers over here. What did I do with them? Put them over here. So if you light them, I'm a little concerned about the flames, and I wonder if those will change. They're just a little bit too much for me. The same with the candles. I forgot to burn the candles for you. The flame is just a little bit, I don't know. I might not can do it without my backspace on. There we go. They're not lighting. Huh. They were lit a while ago. Light fire. Oh, they were, okay, so they were, I left them lit. That's what it is. Light fire. Okay, they're not lighting anymore. But there's something a little bit off about those. And the same thing with this. Hopefully they will adjust it, because that's just a little bit scary, isn't it? But that's the lighting. Oh, wait, I wanted to show you the wall torch. Turn it on. There we go. There's just a bit much. And I haven't checked it out in the nighttime. I don't know about the brightness of the candles or the wall torch or anything. I don't know about that. Okay, so then there's the lighting, and then these are props. And again, the folders are a little bit interesting, because we have that, and we have all these plates and different things. And then we have table settings, which is it's like jars. And then later on, and then we also have these hanging onions, hanging garlic, and this hanging meat hook. And I have these in my inventory because I tried to hang them. I hung a ceiling up and couldn't get them to hang. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I tried different things and could never get them to attach. So they may be working on those. So, oh, we're looking at all the props. Okay. So these are the jars. I'm going to turn this off just in case it does do damage. So let's get our backspace off. But these are all the jars. Aren't they neat? All the different sizes and shapes. And then here, we'll look at these later. And there's another section where you'll find these. These are in a separate section completely. And then this is that section too. And it's got these little different pieces of wood that you can put by your fire or put in your fire. And the plates, look at these plates. And there's a spoon and a knife and a fork, an old-fashioned fork. But the detail on the plates, I just love these. I love this greenish turquoise color. That is so pretty. And then this plate is just a plain one. But those are the dishes, and they look so real. Man, they look real. And here's this, different pictures and different mugs. And let's look at, well, I won't go on that side. And all the different jars. But you can imagine, can you imagine RPing with these things? And just making your house look so amazing. So those, let's see, even though that's the table. So this folder doesn't have a name. And this folder says table settings. So be sure and click on all the folders. I'm worried I haven't even opened all of them because I keep finding them. Like that one. I didn't know those were in there. And then these are the shields. Let's go look at the shields. These are really amazing. The top two are kind of smaller, and then the bottom two are really big. But the detail work is just so amazing. But those would be great for decoration, wouldn't they? And then, let's see here. What else? That is the lighting props. Props, yes. And then shields. And then wood. And this was what was confusing to me, because you open this up and you have books, storage, table settings, and table settings. So these are separate. You get these first. And I don't think I even put these out. These are the palisade walls. This is a shelf that you can put. These are different shelves, the hanging boards to hang on walls and stuff. And that's another palisades. And then another shelf. So I didn't even put these out. But these books, let's go ahead and then storage. I'll show you. I didn't even do all the storage. I didn't do any of the barrels. There's so many barrels. And I didn't do them, because I just ran out of room. And then we have table settings, which are those that I showed you a while ago. They look like they're made out of wood. And then other table settings. And I'll show you some of these. So, here's these benches. They were in the chairs. We showed that. Oh, okay, here we go. So some of these. I'm going to get up above a little bit so you can see. These are some of the things that you can craft. So here's some of the shelving. Look at that fish. And every one of these that's in that storage folder have 1,000 storage. All of these things. That shelves, those crocks, all of that. And this, I think, maybe it's not quite finished. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, but it might not be finished. Some things are a little wacky. And then these little bags and sacks, a wicker basket. There's a box of fish. Yeah, all of these things. Isn't that amazing? And then we have all these shelves, and here's some more props. Some of these things are like storage, and some of them aren't. But if they have storage, it's raining on all my furniture. My goodness, it's going to ruin the furniture. These are like kitchen counters, and you can there's different pieces, and you can make your kitchen counters as big as you want. Isn't that cool? I just love that. We've had that in different decorating mods before, but these are just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have different pieces of furniture that are under that wood. All of these things are under the wood. We've got these little chests like this and like this. And then we have this little cart that could be for carrying your barrels. You could put your barrels on top of there, or baskets or something. And then we have that wheelbarrow. But all of those things that I just showed you and a lot more are under the wood. It's just under wood. And it's just like, oh my gosh, so much. Now this shelf, I had a little bit of trouble. See, this shelf I was able to put things on. This shelf I couldn't put anything on. I don't know if that was intentional or just overlooked. It could have just been overlooked. But it's a neat shelf. And those shelves that you hang on the wall are super neat. But I just ran out of room and kind of ran out of oomph. Here's some chests. Here's one that's open and one that's closed. And you could put stuff in those, I suppose. And so, anyway, so that is the RP Deco. And then I'm also going to show, because it's not as involved, I wanted to go ahead and show this also. So let me turn my backspace on. And in my number 1 slot, you'll see it looks like a crock, pottery crock. And it says, a Mary Poppins planted pot for all your plant needs. And it's like Mary Poppins because it's almost like magic. But all of these plants that you see right here are in that pot. So you have the azaleas, you have this large bush, you have the pitcher plant, the thimbleberry, which is so pretty. This cool looking plant, Ludwigia, I won't try. Trimmed bush. You got some bamboo. Anyway, all of those things are in this one pot. So if you place your pot down, it doesn't place the pot down. I press my number 1 slot and then that bush comes up. Well, it's according where the last place you stopped, because what you do is, it's like in Arc Ascended now. If you look down below me, above my toolbar, there's lots of pots. And if I click R, you can see it's going and showing you all that's a banana plant, a false lily, a hanging fern, pumpkin plant. Some of them are not finished. I think there's 3 in here that for sure that aren't finished. That pumpkin one is not quite finished yet. You can place it down, but it looks off. And so there's the bamboo, the large leaf plant, large fern, elephant grass. Isn't that briar bush 2, plant study. That's funny that's what it's named. The cattail cluster to put if you had a pond. And another cattail, and there's that Ludwigia. And that's Circa's other large bush. Anyway, there's a pine bush. So see, isn't that cool? I just love it so much. And you can place as many as you want. Once I want to get a different one, then those are like those you see those in the caves. Let's get a prettier one. See, place them down. But if you want a different plant, you just press R, and it'll take you to that new plant. See, isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, so cool! I wonder if now. See, now pumpkin's not done. See, that's what it does when it's not finished. They have to work on it, and I'm sure they will be updating it. And I think if I'm remembering correctly, they're going to add trees and stones too. If I'm remembering correctly, I read so many mods, but I think that's what it says. But my word, there's enough here. So that's 2 separate mods now. His gardening mod. Let's see. Does it say on the pot? It says garden planter. That I'll have to put in the description what it's called. It's called something else. It maybe just says garden deco, maybe, but that it's a separate mod. So you have this mod that's all these items, all these garage sale items. That's because isn't that what that looks like? It looks like we're having a garage sale, and so that's a separate mod. So you have to learn both mods. Ooh, there's a light over there. I wonder if anything's good in it. So and that's the Circa's RP Deco mod. So so far on my single player, I know a lot of people have been having problems with mods on their servers, and I know single player is different than a server mod. So, but just to let you know, like I've got all of this stuff out. I've been putting it out forever. I don't know how many hours it took to get all this out, and but the one good thing was that everything only took 1 wood except for the statues, and they were 1,000 stone. That was the only thing that would be difficult to make. But my gosh, they're so beautiful. They're worth it. But it did take me a long time. But anyway, I've had no problem putting these out. So I've not had no crashing or nothing happen. But like I say, I'm in single player, so I'm not sure. You'd have to test it out on your server maybe. But right now, I'm not having a bit of trouble with it. So I want to thank Circa for having such a wonderful mod, because we all I know those of us who like to decorate our bases, I'm just so thankful for those mod people that go to all the work. Because can you imagine it took me so long to place these? Can you imagine how long it took them to make them and be able to give them to us? So I appreciate it very much, and I appreciate all of you for watching this video. Thank you so much, and we'll see you later. Bye.